going, Corby? You alright?
Yeah.
Good, good. Can you see me okay up here?
Yeah.
So, I used to stand on the windowsill, head gasping for torrential rain and trains, until the windowsill, it broke. So Dad, he built me a boot sail bed raised high on Dad-built stilts, so my sleep, it could reach outside sometimes. And I could hear Leigh Street Estate, that hungry smell of hot oil, white trainers, and the sound of a pound dropping to the floor like hope. Sometimes hope argues, and I can't tell if it's a real fight until cars strobe closer. Daisy chains of satellite dishes and washing lines. Parents drying bloodstains from the night before. Sometimes I climb out and I stand on the bike shed roof. I drop stories down to the neighbours and they catch them like apples. Once, I caught my hands in the barbed wire between us and the trains. I nearly lost 3 fingers and the trust of our tiny neighbours. But once, I saw a pigeon pause and dance on that same barbed wire. It was raining then too. I only really stick my head out when it rains. Even now, I love the smell, the sound, that constant crashing that we know as silence. Sorry. Sensory education. Need, sorry. Special educational need. S-E-N. S-E-N. Mumsy's trying over again. A system wants to be my friend, giving me books like Bill and Ben. S-E-N, S-E-N, red, bic, bulletproof pen, inking water from hemorrhaging, only armbands for S-E-N. When I was born, I tore through. Mumsy like snot from a tissue. She did not know what to do. Like small's an achievement, 2 + 2. Spelt name backwards, phew. We could strap a name on you. Yeah, quick, call up the school. Say dyslexic, set new rules. Like mum says difficult, school here's stupid. Mum says special needs, bro says stupid. He thinks if you call me stupid, then I'll believe that. Like God, Cupid, get to school and it's bottom set English. Teaching assistant up in my business. Taught mad fast but I can't read it. Verbal sprint, hit water when I read it. S-E-N, S-E-N. Mumsy's trying over again. Assistant wants to be my friend, giving me books like Bill and Ben. S-E-N, S-E-N. Red, big, bulletproof pen, inking water from hemorrhaging. Only armbands for S-E-N. Talk mad fast but I can't read it. Talk mad fast but I can't read it. Talk mad fast but I can't read it. Verbal sprint, hit a wall when I read it. Hit wall when I read it. Verbal sprint, hit wall when I read it. Yeah, and I can't swim. Mum forgot armbands, dash me in. Momentarily I am thinking, how much water can I breathe in? Teachers in, listening. Bottom of the pool in my feelings. Front stroke DJs, that's learning. Bottom set deep and slow sinking. Slow sinking. Bottom set deep and slow sinking. S-E-N, S-E-N. Mumsy's trying over again. A sister wants to be my friend, giving me looks like Bill and Ben. S-E-N, S-E-N. Red, big, bulletproof pen. Inking water from hemorrhaging. Only armbands for S-E-N. You know, I heard that babies can swim. And maybe mum did too, and that's why she dashed me in. I know it's a fallacy. They open their eyes, push their limbs, float their lives. They piece together moves from other instincts. I believe in how differently I think. I'm swimming with myself, of course they're gonna stare, cause I'm in the bottom set, floating lyrics like air. But that's how I'll learn, create my own strokes. Might look like a special kid trying to float, or might look like a baby parting their eyes, floating towards you. Redefine, S-E-N, S-E-N. Mumsy's trying over again. A sister wants to be my friend, giving me books like Bill and Ben. S-E-N, S-E-N. Red, big, bulletproof pen. Ink in water, I'm hemorrhaging. Only armbands for S-E-N. So the TA would sit next to me. And every time I would speak, it was like, no, that's wrong. Failing publicly, no. And everyone would know. Everyone was, no. So I started rehearsing in the dark. Even though I was scared of the dark. At home, on my own. No red lines, no mirrors, just me. Just, yes. I've been having this dream, I'm standing at the checkout. Simultaneously at Sainsbury's and Tesco. And there is this man standing at the checkout. Simultaneously, he's older and a boy. And the boy man puts his hands up my shirt. And the boy man, he claws at my breastless torso. And I begin to cry. As the boy man just bags where they should look. They are whistling to themselves, whistling to themselves, whistling like the conveyor belt below. As the boy man's tongue flattens me slow. When I started having this dream, I started bathing in my clothes. In a dark, dark room, in a dark, dark, in a dark, dark room, in a dark, dark, in a dark, dark room, in a dark, dark, in a dark, dark room, in a dark, 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 dark room, in a dark, dark, in a dark, dark room, in a dark, dark, in a dark, dark room, in a dark, dark, in a dark, dark room, in a dark, 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 dark bar with my clothes on, lots and lots of clothes on. I've got my own clothes on, top of my nan's clothes on, top of my mum's clothes on, top of my inner child and monster of which live in my skin. And when I see sin, I start scratching the skin. Used to I hide within, hide and seek with my own skin. Peel my pit of some sin, old enough to shame it in, old enough to drown within. Free PJs I'm sinking in. Will I drown or learn to swim? In this dark, dark room, in the dark, dark, in a dark, dark room, in a dark, dark, in a dark, dark room, in a dark, dark, in a dark, dark room, in a dark, 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 dark room, in a dark, dark, in a dark, dark room, in a dark, dark, in a dark, dark room, in a dark, dark, in a dark, dark room, in a dark, 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 dark. Sitting in the bath till my toes holding their own farts. Bath will start with a sigh of the heart. I attempt to be clean, even if it is a dream, and a dream is seen, though it can't be clean, but it can be repeated. And I was 8 when it started, bathed in my clothes, but I weren't cold-hearted, scared of my skin, that's how it all started. The monster within, in the child who's hiding, bathing in the back to a medium, biting off, so we tried to escape it, bathing with our clothes on, lots and lots of clothes on. We've got our own clothes on, top of our own clothes, and it's a dark, dark room, it's a dark, dark, it's a dark, dark room, it's a dark, dark, it's a dark, dark room, it's a dark, dark, it's a dark, dark room, it's a dark, 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 dark room, it's a dark, dark, it's a dark, dark room, it's a dark, dark, it's a dark, dark room, it's a dark, dark, it's a dark, dark room, it's a dark, dark, dark. Hey, let me talk to you now. Thank you so much for being here today. I got very, very nervous when I saw the young people get up and perform. If I was that good when I was 14, I think I'd be in a different place now. I was so blown away. Like, I've been doing this, it's been my full-time job for 12 years, and I'm still so scared to get on this stage. It's a real, real honour to share this stage with you, so thank you. This is The Right to Rave. It's about raving as radicalism, about what it means to feel free in your skin, and to own that space. I had a weird childhood. I was raised Mormon. I'm queer. My parents are very homophobic. I'm very neurodivergent. Lots of things were confusing. Parties just weren't. I don't know why. They just always made sense. And sometimes I look at kids. Do you know, you look at kids and they're like, whoa, and you're like, yeah, that's why. Kids are the party, man. They know where the party's at. I went to a 2-year-old's party the other day. They know where the party's at. They are the party. And I just think we lose that when we get older, you know? Something gets shook. So I've been exploring that concept for a while now. COVID was interesting because it made this show illegal, which was fun in its own kind of way. So yeah, we've been exploring that idea. We explored it with an amazing group of queer young people called Glow, based in Houghton. They helped develop this version of the show. We also have Chloe over here on drums. Can we give it up for Chloe? And we have Gabriel over here who made all the beats, and this was our DJ for the evening. I've got my iPad next to my notebook, and I keep trying to scroll my notebook. Does it? One day it will work. I feel like a child. Is that everything I meant to say? Dyslexic, just checking my note. Yeah. This is a new version of the show where everything's in chronological order. So I'm kind of trying to take you through these pieces in chronological order. Please come and talk to me afterwards. This show is still very much in development, so very, very open to having chats. And this is my first gig of the year. So yeah, really excited to be here in Corby. Cool. So I actually started exploring this I wrote a show called Poet in the Corner, which was on at the Royal Court. It was about, so I don't know if anyone, do you have grime music here? No, great, don't worry about it. It was just a genre of music that I listened to a lot when I was younger, and yeah, it explored that. So I just want to start with a piece from that. I don't like talking that much. Well, that doesn't make sense, this is my job. That's a lie. They're my mates, and they're like, of course. What I mean is, I'm just gonna do some stuff now. Is that cool? Yeah. Are you guys okay? Yeah. Everyone hydrated, having a nice time. I'm quite strange. If you want to wobble around, if you want to dance, you can. Also, if you don't, we're English. It's fine, I understand. It's kind of what the show's about. Cool. Couldn't remember how many kicks it was, not gonna lie to you. Is it 4 or 8? No, wait. Okay, wait. He just loves starting before I'm ready. It's Elisa's 16th birthday, boy. First shoots I've ever been to, boy. Batty riders bestowed upon me, boy. I'm not entirely sure what a batty rider is, but my brain came true and lent me this. It's a short, so short, but I hide this. Very batty riders in the cycling bin, changing the porch, parents sleeping. When the moon is full, we're going in. Drag Viper on the N86. Pop deck aside, please gather on this. Pass it round liquor like frankincense. Sony Ericsson against the glass like this. Vibrations of Holy Spirit, spitting in tongues with every lyric. I can feel the bass and it's so furic. And they never take off of their seats and their spines curve. Prophecies, it gets dark as the inside of me. Pelvis is fluid as a kettle steam. And they never take off of their seats and their spines curve. Prophecies, it gets dark as the inside of me. Pelvis is fluid as a kettle steam. I'm thinking of Mormon young adult dances where my mum would literally go around checking that any young people dancing with each other were a Book of Mormon's length apart. When we get to the party, we have to go in the back entrance and it's rammed. And the air is thick as strong white rum. Phone torches are our only sun. If we're following the rhythm like a northern star, then like the Red Sea, the ravers part, and I start to lose momentarily. Inspired by Auntie's synchronicity, but then become self-conscious. Have I got a front wedgie? And they never take off above our seats and our spines curve. Prophecies, it gets dark inside of me. Pelvis is fluid as a kettle steam. Temple to temple, temple to temple, temple to temple. Avoid losing, renegade palms on my right hip. Other on waist, we breathe in sync. This is what I'll learn, we call whining. And my body stops panicking. Something unlocked from this odd mannequin. Look up at the ceiling and it's raining. Look up at the ceiling and it's raining. Look up at the ceiling and it's raining. So hot, condensation, and I never say off my seat. I'm fine, curves, prophecies, it's dark as it inside of me. Pelvis is fluid as a kettle steam. I never say off my seat. I'm fine, curves, prophecies, it gets dark as it inside of me. Pelvis is fluid as a kettle steam. I don't know if you ever feel like, I said this sentence earlier and no one agreed with, do you know you think you're making a universal statement and then you realise you are very strange? Do you ever just feel like there's like a tiny monster that lives inside of you and it just really wants to do mischievous things on its own all the time? Yeah. Good, great. I'm just so glad that it's not just me. I call mine Bopper One. It's the name of the tiny monster that lives inside me and it's like, just go and do it on your own, go and do it on your ones, go bop on your ones, go do it. And when I was like, I'm getting assessed for ADHD now, we think this might be why, but anyway, it's still a good thing to do. When I was like 18, 19, I was like, I must go raving on my own. And then I just went and did it. But I think it's really good for you. We can talk about, I mean, that's what the show's about, but anyway. Good time, thank you. That was your subtle way of saying, just get on with it, Deborah. Fine, yeah, sure. This is Bopper One. I was 18 when it all begun. I was sat at the back, bumping on my one. I was sat at the back, all jiggly, jiggly. Sat at the back, all wiggly, wiggly. Maybe now they call it ADHD. Text up the gang, not one was free. Should I not go out? Should I sacrifice me? Or bop on my one like a laughing spree? Bop on your one, bop on your one. Bop on your one, bop on your one. Bop on your one, bop on your one. Bop on your one, bop on your. Bopper one, bopper one, 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 one. Bopper one, bopper one, 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 one. Bopper one, bopper one, 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 one. Bopper one, bopper one. See, when I step out onto the concrete, it's a madness. I'll be getting there about 11 with a magnum. I'll be getting there with a backpack bag and a spare change of clothes and a few sweat rags. First time that I did it, I pretended I was waiting. First time that I did it, had to feel my hands. If you're bopping on your one and your hands are empty, people start to think you're a predatory man. Bop on your one, bop on your one. Bop on your one, bop on your one. Bop on your one, bop on your one. Bop on your one, bop on your. Bopper one, 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 one. Bopper one, 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 one. Bopper one, 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 one. Bopper one. Mad, how the tune knock your head back, no. Mad, how the rhythm is home. Dad, can you see me dancing? Mad, never felt I wanna know. Dash, my drink to the gods. My spine has it rock back. The dance floor becomes, as I said, more steps than an Egyptian dawn. At the end of the day, what is one? What is a bop when it's just begun? Does a movement start? If not with one, is that not you? If not anyone, yeah. Shook off your one bop, something's wrong. If you're wrong and you're bop, then something shook. If your bop ain't the one, then your bop's your son. Better go and find it to own your one. Bop on your one, bop on 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 your. Bopper one, 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 one. Bopper one, 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 one. Bopper one, 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 one. Bopper one. Let it out, let it out. Popped over my trousers, that's how excited I was there. So yeah, I mean, it could be Bopper one, or It could be your inner child. That's my really real theory. I just think when you put kids near music, we can all do it together, just very briefly. You know there's this dance that children, it's my favourite dance that children do. Can I just I won't put lights up on you, because that's embarrassing, but can I just get just a bit of that in your seats? Just get a bit of this. Just let it out. It's quite liberating. You know? So if you want, yes, that is absolutely perfect. As well. That is absolutely great. You got it go. And you're getting a great kind of like little current in the audience. So, you know, if I taught you a skank there, we'll call it the toddler skank, you can just let that out at any point now. If you didn't get anything from this show, you got that, do you know what I mean? I stole it from children, so whatever. Get like a letter in the post, you have stolen this dance from the children. You just get the IP lawyer at me. Do children have... Anyway, sorry, no, let's not go down that legal line. Just going to turn this page. Also just, how do we connect with that part of ourselves that kids literally will dance before they can speak? And so, I'd compel you in this one to connect with that. I can't explain it out of me. I have to move it outwardly, and I could breathe it out of me. I will shake it rhythmically until my body is mine again. Mine to mine again. Until my body is mine again. Mine to mine again. Raving and saved my life. It's not me for bathing with clothes on nights. It's not the lockdown with my body pandemic and the sexuality of a whole busting. In a rave I could feel me. The first time I could feel free. The first time I touched the bleeding. The virus started leaking vaccine. Therapy in this country is the chair. Questions. The abuse of my family, it goes back generations. I can't explain it out of me. I have to move it outwardly. But I could breathe it out of me. I could shake it rhythmically until my body is mine again. Mine to mine again. Until my body is mine again. Mine to mine again. And don't get it twisted, raves ain't safe. I'll kick down the door and smash the man safe. You knew the DJ could be grabbed my vagina. I've been kidnapped cause I tried to wind up. Risking life at the party, over the globe. Rides and condoms, life is a party. Think of a baby, rubbing their backs before it say mommy. I can't explain it out of me. I have to move it outwardly. And I can breathe it out of me. I will shake it rhythmically until my body is mine again. Mine to mine again. Until my body is mine again. Mine to mine again. Baby knows something we don't know. Listen to their feet in the street, they flow. Baby knows something we don't know. Listen to their feet in the street, they flow. Baby knows something we don't know. Listen to their feet in the street, they flow. Baby knows something we don't know. Listen to their feet in the street, they flow. Until my body is mine again. Mine to mine again. Until my body is mine again. Mine to mine again. I won't explain it out of me. I have to move it outwardly. And I will breathe it out of me. I will shake it rhythmically until my body is mine again. Mine to mine again. Until my body is mine again. Mine to mine again. So I walk in a rave, and I clock her face, and then every other face is displaced, lost in a haze of vaporized sweat and bass. This place is the lack of space between us. It's the taste of what must, it's the thrust of Sirani, induced by a gully version of trust, and it is a creeper. As slowly I feel her whining rush and heat of fever in her touch so high, until my side lips so light rush. The music's cut. Lights up, hoods up, girls trying to fix their makeup. In a sudden break of silence, the air is hushed. So I rush to retrieve Yali's doubts. Look up, and somebody tells me the speaker's cut out. Nameless, skin, fur, velcro, weapon, knife, silk, sumptuous, buttered toast, cookie dough, baby. Slog, hard day of tiny forearm hairs stomped on the sofa in the table area like a bubba. What I'm trying to say is, when I saw her, I felt sick. A slight, slick vomit has no grip. I'm holding on so tight, and I wonder why. Why cherry blossom smells like Link's Africa now. Why the water running out the tap is on beat. Why the wind smells sweet like the sea, and her neck is a bed. And how I'm excited, scared as a kid on a ledge, wondering to you. Your wallet, I'm your oyster card. I feel like a kid and we're watching stars. Let's sit at the front like the DLR and twist it up, change it up, transformer. Twist it up, change it up, transformer. Twist it up, change it up, transformer. Twist it up, change it up, twist it up, change it up, twist it up, change it up, transform her. Smells like fire. I wanna live in the space that lingers in between your teeth and your tongue. I wanna taste the fun like broken seesaws and a potato gun. I wanna be the words that get caught in that cancerous mist around your lips. I wanna stick in your clothes like evaporated vinegar from chips. I want a relationship that lives in the sky, but not like a blimp that can fly. I want a relationship that can fall, skydive, thrive off the upward thrust of air that's struggling to keep us alive. I wanna be barely upright, like a crooked house on the seaside, and then stare into your eyes like everyone else is dying. Twist it up, change it up, transformer. Twist it up, change it up, transformer. Twist it up, change it up, twist it up, change it up, twist it up, change it up, transformer. Smells like fire, tastes like prayer as your eyes roll back. I feel the cool air, it sounds like a pump, but I can't keep up. Toes to the line, no head backs up. Head like a baby, all floppy and stuff. You're a soul that's entering, you're setting me off. I'm a pelican, crossing you, have to cross. I am a trolley and you're rocking me off. Struggling in your spine is golden, golden. Ligaments swollen, swollen. Hunched over like a lotion, lotion. Food to the side of my popper. Each nugget in your spine is golden, golden. Pink ligaments swollen, swollen. Stretched over like a lotion, lotion. Food to the side of my popper. Each nugget in your spine is golden, golden. Pink ligaments swollen, swollen. Stretched over like a lotion, lotion. Food to the side of my popper. I want you to be the inside of the door, where Alice is our new Eve, so everyone's a white rabbit chasing beginner. The world is too young to tell the time, so it rambles the raves and makes hours, then I refuses to get in the line. The world is only rushing to find your face through the music, to see those flick book white lights oscillating like spheres of vanilla ice cream that keep falling. Play fighting instead of eating, talking instead of arguing. Living in acne scars, birthmarks, not just lacking muscles, but loving your arms, your skin, instead of cars. Because it covers you, and it drives us, wrinkling into this life. We've just got to live. We've just got to live. Twist it up, change it up, transformer. Twist it up, change it up, transformer. Twist it up, change it up, twist it up, change it up. Twist it up, change it up, transformer. Twist it up, change it up, transformer. Twist it up, change it up, transformer. Twist it up, change it up, twist it up, change it up. Twist it up, change it up, transformer. Slide it, ride it, come satisfy it. Loving in the middle as I mash up the vibes. Give me BPM like a beat plus my thing. Wine like a crossfader. In time it, rhyme it, size it. Maybe rewind it. Scratch me so hard that I can't quite find it. Crossfade back. I like it. Maybe go clockwise, maybe rewind it. Little tick-tock in the air, when smiling. You look back, clock my face in the light, and I smile back so you know that I like it. Then you smile bigger so I know that you like me. No, don't swipe at me. No, don't DM me. No, if I say I got a gal, don't question me like no. Don't swipe at me. No, don't DM me. No, if I say I got a gal, don't question me. Then you shuffle back and our pelvis is sinking. Up in my chest, my BPM's rising. Your hand on my thigh and your hand I am holding. Is this love or is this just whining? Rest of the dance floor, it is dissolving. Till one man like a bear starts swiping. Are we two girls I saw someone for catching? He grabs up her wrist and the bear starts tugging. No, don't swipe at me. No, don't DM she. No, if I say I got a gal, don't question me like no. Don't swipe at she. No, don't DM she. No, if I say I got a gal, don't question she. If I say I got a gal and I'm lying to you, what does that mean? I am crude. Your cat is looser than a Wellington boot. Your face more offensive than Donald Trump's root. Don't make me draw for the compact mirror by face. Combat me, symmetric ninjas combat. You hypertensive combat. No, don't swipe at she. No, don't DM she. No, if I say I got a gal, don't question she like no. Don't swipe at she. No, don't DM she. No, if I say I got a gal, don't question she like no. Don't swipe at she. No, don't DM she. No, if I say I got a gal, don't question me like no. Don't swipe at she. No, don't DM she. No, if I say I got a gal, don't question she. Oh my days. Are you crazy, bro? Get off her. Just grabbed my wrist. You cannot conceive that two women might not dance because I'm not here yet. Bye. In the dark room there's a glow. Water on ice. Red Bull on tap. Duke links Africa. Her skin in the music like bread baking, breaking, kissing tiny hairs on the back of her forearm. The way she grinds her teeth when she sleeps, the whole bed trembles. My center, her palm. Eye of her tornado, my mom's maiden name unraveling in the back of her wardrobe from the man yet to become my father. Fluorescent blue above her, bulbed fists. Someone told her, asked her, if you want a juice? Sobs sobbing at her feet, someone stepping over her grave. Our graves, the push of the music's contraction. Curled up in the front porch like sheep from the rain, waiting for someone to dawn around me, wailing for her daffodil fists to open, waiting for my dad's arms to open the front porch like the base. At her base there's a yes, an opening before the no, an opening open, a breast to drop. A breast to drop, a breast to drop. Daisy, so amazing. How are you smiling so? With petals so loose, hollow so ripe. Will you show me where to go? And the ivy climbs and the sun does shine and the grass whispers so loud. And the buds are chubby as a baby's cheek and the budding blossoms proud. As she climbs over every neighbour's fence, curls up with razor wire. She'll outlive every single brick with colours like a tabernacle choir. Cause once this city was a garden, yeah, once it was grass. And maybe now her hair is illegal, but once she knew how to dance. And I've been thinking a lot about chances, I've been thinking a lot about growth, I've been thinking a lot about compost, I've been thinking a lot about health. Step into your garden naked, even though it's 4 meters by 2. Be more excited than the laundry, you're a pillowcase billowing too. Or maybe you got a bike shed, a window, park or porch. Your skin deserves the air, your skin could be a torch. Like, how could the daisies be so happy when they know they'll die so soon? How could the daisies not be happy when they know they'll be dying soon? Cause once this city was a garden, once she was grass, and maybe now her hair is illegal, but once she knew how to dance. And I've been thinking a lot about chances, I've been thinking a lot about growth, I've been thinking a lot about compost, I've been thinking a lot about health. Grow, grow, grow yourself, brighter than the sun, brighter than your nail polish, brighter than your rum. Grow, grow, grow yourself, brighter than the sun, brighter than your nail polish, brighter than your rum. Cause once you were a garden, once you were grass, and maybe now your hair is illegal, but once you knew how to dance. And I've been thinking a lot about chances, I've been thinking a lot about growth, I've been thinking a lot about compost, I've been thinking a lot about health. Maybe you're a daisy, so start smiling so, with petals so loose and pollen so bright. Will you show me where to go? Will you show me where to go? Will you show me where? Will you show me where? Will you show me where to go? How am I doing for time? Don't know whose job it is to tell me. I'm good? Can I? Well, let's test the grounds for audience participation. I've got one more song, but I'd like to try something before we do that. Do you have torches on your phones? Could you get the torches out on your phones? Is that alright? Don't tell your audience to get their phones out, so everyone's, oh, what's up? And I think there's a reception down here, which works in my favour. Great. Thank you, yeah. Also, one of the exercises we did in this show was about witnessing. So something that inspired this version of the show, so I grew up listening to dancehall music. Now, Gabriel here produces a lot of dancehall music. It really is the music that taught me how to be free, and I used to follow the heat wave that Gabriel runs around the country trying to find that music. It's a beautiful, beautiful music that comes from Jamaica predominantly and the Caribbean, and lots of my friends are from that culture, and they taught me to feel free and empowered in my body. It also, unfortunately, has a lot of homophobia, like, inherently in the music. And I went with a group of queer friends of mine to a party, and unfortunately had a homophobic incident on the dance floor. We had to leave the party, and we were physically attacked. On our way home, a group of guys got out of a car. That was actually unrelated to the homophobic incident in the club. Subsequently, got out of the car and tried to beat us up. I am very hench. You may not be able to tell this but yeah, we're all very hench. So we just pushed them back in the car and they drove away. I think they were very shocked. 4 of them, 3 of us. But it was obviously very scary, you know. And it made me really think, should I not feel safe anymore? And I think we've all felt that in some way in our lives, but particularly over the past year, can I feel safe anymore? And it made me think, should I go out anymore? This thing that's made me safe my whole life, can I do it anymore? And the answer is definitely yes. I'm working that out. And we've got this exercise which is called witnessing. And the idea is your torch is there to keep me safe. It's there to guide me. And this last song, the song I just did, City Was a Garden, is really about that. So what I actually wanted to do is, I wanted to do that song again. But what I'm going to do, I've only done this once before with less obstructions actually in my way, but whatever, I'm going to try it. I have to tell my producer I'm doing this, she's like, just quickly fill out a risk assessment, Johanna. What I'm going to do is, so to witness, I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to try and do this and close my eyes. And you can try this exercise at home with your kids, with your family. The idea is, I am going to just close my eyes and just do whatever my body wants me to do. I'm not going to travel as much as I usually do, Johanna, because I am aware there are lots of objects and things. But the idea is your lights should guide me and should keep me safe. If any of the smaller ones want to come and move around in front of me, you can do that as well. But yeah, I'm just going to try and do that. We can dim the lights on the stage a bit, maybe, but obviously maybe try and keep lights on Chloe. Well, Gabriel's kind of got his own lights, but I'm assuming you're just going to drum blind. How dark can we go before it becomes an issue? Let's see. You can turn the light off for me completely. I'm going to have my eyes closed. It's so tentative. Are you sure? You're not pretending to have your eyes closed. That's nice. Can you see me a bit? Chloe now, just like the Chloe show. Everyone's just like, I hate solo. She's told me that already. This is your turn. How's that? Yeah? Now you're like Jesus in the corner. Bit less on Gabe, maybe. I didn't tell anyone I was going to try this. Just turn it up and down throughout, maybe. Is that all right? Is that okay? Not done this before. Maybe, can I get any volunteers that any volunteers, yeah? You have permission, I've done a COVID test, I'm clear, right? So you maybe just sit there, and if I do seem like I'm going to fall over, just touch my knee or something, not the breast, you kind of went, yeah, the knee's fine, thank you, another day maybe. Can we maybe just get another person for this side of the stage? Anyone? Go. Oh yes, thank you very, very much. Thank you. Can we get a little round of applause for our volunteers? No one knew this. They're just making sure I'm not going to die. So very important job there. Fantastic. You can move your torches. Let me take a sip of water before I do this. I'll move these, okay? Great. Oh dear, I'm so sorry, Johanna. I love you very, very much. All right, let's give it a go. Daisies, so amazing. How are you smiling so? With petals so loose and pollen so ripe, will you show me where to go? And the ivy climbs and the sun does shine and the grass whispers so loud. And the buds are chubby as a baby's cheek and the buddleia blossoms proud. As she climbs over every neighbour's fence, curls up with razor wire. She'll outlive every single brick with colours like a tabernacle choir. Cause once this city was a garden, once this city was grass, and maybe now her air is illegal, but once she knew how to dance. And I've been thinking a lot about chances, I've been thinking a lot about growth, I've been thinking a lot about compost, I've been thinking a lot about health. Step into your garden naked, even though it's 4 meters by 2. Be more excited than the laundry, you're a pillowcase below it too. Or maybe you got a bike shed, a window, park or porch. Your skin deserves the air, your skin could be a torch. Like, how can the daisies be so happy when they know they'll die so soon? How can the daisies not be happy when they know they'll be dying soon? Cause once this city was a garden, once this city was grass, and maybe now her air is illegal, but once she knew how to dance. And I've been thinking a lot about chances, I've been thinking a lot about growth, I've been thinking a lot about compost, I've been thinking a lot about health. Grow yourself brighter than the sun, brighter than your nail polish, brighter than your rum. Grow yourself brighter than the sun, brighter than your nail polish, brighter than your rum. Cause once you were a garden, once you were grass, and maybe now your hair is illegal, but once you knew how to dance. And I've been thinking a lot about chances, I've been thinking a lot about growth, I've been thinking a lot about compost, I've been thinking a lot about health. Maybe you're a daisy, so start smiling so, with petals so loose, colours so bright. Will you show me where to go? Will you show me where to go? Will you show me where? Will you show me where? To go? For keeping me alive, thank you so much. I was so halfway through that I did think maybe you're facing away from them this whole time. Maybe you should sneak it open, but I didn't. We got one more track for you. Thank you so much. What a really nice first gig. Thank you so much for having us. I should do some thank yous before. I don't really like doing it after the whole gig's done. I like to finish and do we did it and then just leave because I get really embarrassed immediately afterwards. So I'm going to do my thank yous now. I was going to sit down there to make it seem like it was going to be really long. It's not that many people. Firstly, just massive thanks to the venue and everyone that's been looking after us. Big clap, please. Thank you. Everyone's been amazing. Liberty UK have been great. Thank you so much for having us. Just all the performers that have been on stage today, Core Create, Jess Green and Ollie, amazing hosts. Thank you so much for sharing the stage. It's been amazing. And they're not here, but please check out Glow, who are an amazing group of young queer people that co-created this with us. They have been an absolute pleasure to work with on Instagram, and you can check out some of their work. I do have some books. I don't know how to sell them because I'm terrible at stuff like that, but I've heard that Jess has a table, so I may just stand near it and just wait. But I also have stickers if you don't want to spend money, so I can just pop a sticker on you as well. I like there always to be a free option, do you know what I mean? Because I was that kid, I was like, I have no money, but thank you for your sticker. That was me. I was like, anyway, that's another show. So actually, it's kind of this next one. So I just wanted to finish with this track. So one time, so one of my best friends, she's become very rich now, which means she has very boring parties, apparently. I don't know what that's about. But I went to a party, I was like, this party's very boring, there's a lot of cheese and crackers and not a lot of music. So, do you know what I mean? So I went, what I did was, we ripped the sound system out of her brother's car, put it in her bedroom, flipped her bed against the wall, and we created room 2. And that was where the party was at. And it just just got me thinking about a lot of things, and particularly about my brother, who also has done very well for himself. And yeah, just trying to think about ways that I can leverage change that aren't boring. I feel like the arts is it's either good, we're trying to make change but very, very boring, or it's really fun but nothing's happening. So just trying to really close, because when I first went to theatre as a young working class person, I was like, this is very dull. Why is it 4 hours long? I was so confused about that, really confused. It was really long. My show's just an hour. They're good. Bye! And then we could go have a party. Anyway, I'm talking too long to someone talking about the length of things being annoying. So I'm going to stop that. I am going to have some... I'm so sorry. Just got a bit manic there. How did she not get assessed with ADHD before? I'm 31. How? I'm 31 and no one thought to think you might have ADHD. No one thought that. Really? Anyway, I'm just gonna... Anyway, this is the last song. Love this one here. Should we get a big round of applause for Chloe? Actually, big applause for Gabe here, the Heat Wave as well. Check him out. So I don't know if you noticed, we started on my windowsill, so I thought it was only right to end there. I've been to Bree Stevenson. You can come get a sticker. Could buy a book, but none of us know how. So you just have kind of know if we can hug. Anyway, this is room 2. They're right in here. Toast to my mum, yeah. Toast to my dad. Toast to my 2 big bros, they're bad. Toast to the pea that we never had. Toast to the window where we'd stand on the windowsill, yeah. From early, broke that class room. From early, dad would wake up mad early. Get on the train and work for the family. Work for the family that he'd never see, cause he worked from 6 to 6, my G. For a mortgage on this R&B can be sexy too. If a main room don't speak for you, what's down the door of the green room? Sound system out your mate's cartoon. Move out the chairs, let's build room 2. Bro would watch dad leaving, man, wishing his dad could stay at home, man. But he knows we need money, so he makes one plan. Gets a paper round so he can be a paper man. 6 in the morning, 12 quid a week, man. Still not enough for the Air Max fam. Wears uniform to non-uniform van, but they said hard work would pave a new plan. Did you see that Jay's got a Beamer? He must be doing so well. Yeah, I know he's only 17, but he's got that good money smell. So, you see, my brother got angry. Teens getting judged for their parents' money. Never saw bad and our house was dusty. He'd get gassed at a hallway, trust me. This is a toast to the room 2s. Little bit of bashment and grime too. Make a room 2 in your bedroom, and the R&B can be sexy too. If a main room don't speak for you, bust down the door of the green room. Sound system out your mate's cartoon. Move out the chairs, let's build room 2. Fast forward, brothers on the trading floor. Everyone that's gone before went to Oxbridge. God, he won his job in a card game, Lord. Earned the bank more than anyone at 24. Everyone does, they ain't poor. And how could he earn more than everyone? He's just a kid from the end, so young. Rich man betting up, downside, side. Whilst he saw the money on a one-way ride, he travelled with the money through the whole pad. From the pennies in the sewer to the pink notes rag. He is the one on the trading floor that is now rich but started off poor. Saying economics is plumbing, not maths. And he came from the sewer to Rubik's the gas at the redistribution party. 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 Redistribution. My brother quit the bank to make room 2. It is a party made for you. An ordinary house with an ordinary view, and a GDP that speaks for you. Affordable housing through and through. Can't get a 2-bed, choose room 2. Can't get the box but can get a 2s. Tower block cladding be front of the queue. Welcome redistribution party. Pay for the entry with a percentage of your disposable income, plenty. Don't need to work to put food in the pantry. Wait, actually, if you've got a pantry, can you buy out the bar, please? Oh, and as you leave, can you stop inheritance, please? That's the main way they stay wealthy. Billionaires pay more tax than me. Money in the loft like a Christmas tree. We aren't it back in the economy. It will grow right back to we. Higher wages and higher fees, where normal people plant their peas at the redistribution party. 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 Redistribution. My brother pushed the ceiling that's been of glass too. We are the kids that dad waved to when hard work was the answer to. And in room 2 that could still be true, cause we measure inequality in our room. Money ain't glass raining round the room. That's behind the nets, he's wheeling the tube. He gets paid back in the hours of his youth at the redistribution party. 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 Redistribution. This is a toast to the room 2s. Hey. Redistribution. Thank you so much. It's been a really fun first gig back of the year. Massive thanks to Chloe and Gabe.
another round of applause, please, for Debris Stevenson. Make some noise for Chloe, make some noise for Gabe as well. That was an amazing show. Can I just ask, what was it called? City in the Garden? Was that the... City Was a Garden. I got offered to do the show like a week ago, and I've been stalking Debris for the last week on the social medias, getting some more information. But I can let you know, you can go and watch the City in the Garden? City Was a Garden on YouTube. So yeah, when you go home tonight, go and have a watch of that, share it about with your friends or on your social media. Again, big thanks to Liberty Festival for putting the show on, for asking me to be the host, asking me to be a part of it. Shout out to our sound man, to our lighting man, for keeping the show going. They also are the ones who are setting up the tables, and they're probably going to be packing down at the end as well. So, shout out to the unsung heroes. But again, massive thank you to Debris for her show. Massive shout out to Jess Green as well. Massive shout out to the Core Creative for their piece. And yeah, for the young ones especially, keep creating and keep building on your art. Obviously, Debris spoke about how long she's been doing this for. The nerves will never go, but you can use the nerves to propel your show and to use that energy to go forward. So, big up everyone performing, big up everyone involved with the festival, and thank you all for coming out and making it what it is today, because we won't be able to do it without you. And yeah, safe journeys home. This is part one of a 3-part show, so I'm sure you could go to the other places and see it as well if you want to. My name is Oliver Cheek. Thank you for coming here tonight. And remember, there's some merch outside with Jess and Debris, so go and take some away with you as well. Thank you, everyone. Safe journeys home.